Your cochlear implant works great. You understand speech better than you ever have. So why do you feel like you've run a marathon after 3 hours of socializing? For a year, I thought this was just how it was. Turns out I wasn't broken. I was making 7 specific mistakes, all fixable, which were quietly wearing me down. I fixed them and went from hitting a wall for 3 hours to actually enjoying 4-hour dinners. In this video, I'm breaking down all 7. Mistake number 3, almost every CI user does it, and research shows it accounts for a massive chunk of listening fatigue. It takes 3 seconds to fix. Mistake 1, the exhausting act of pretending. I tracked it for 1 week. I was faking comprehension through 30% of all conversations. That's 1/3 of my brain power spent performing rather than listening. But here's what surprised me, that 30% wasn't just wasted energy, it was stress. The mental load of maintaining the pretense is what actually drains you. I stopped hiding, now I just say, I'm sorry I missed that, or can you face me when you talk? People actually appreciate honesty, they want to help. The moment I stopped pretending, social events stopped being endurance tests. But mistake 2, nobody thinks about it until they realize it's behind every awkward moment at gatherings. Mistake 2, sitting in the worst possible spots. If you can't see faces, you lose 40% of the information. Your brain processes sound and visual information together, so you sit wherever's empty, middle of long tables, back to the room, right under air conditioners. I stopped leaving my seating to chance. Now I arrive early and scan the space. Corner seats with walls behind me, CI ear towards the group, far from kitchens and speakers. At big house parties, I just go outside to chat now. 2 fixes in, and you've cut fatigue in half. But mistake 3 is where most people stay stuck. Mistake 3, never changing your processor programs. For a year, I used everyday listening mode, coffee shops, dinner parties with music, movie theaters. My brain fought constantly to filter noise it didn't need. So why force your brain to use the same listening program everywhere? The research is clear. CI users who actually switch programs report way less fatigue. Focus mode creates a beam from directly in front of you. Restaurant mode cuts background chatter. Music mode opens frequency ranges you could be missing. That first dinner when I switched to restaurant mode, the difference was immediate. Conversations were definitely clearer. Now I switch listening programs like I'm changing tools. 3 seconds, but it can save hours of strain. Mistake 4, no strategic escape plan. 3-hour dinners, all-day family events, parties that never end. But here's what nobody admits. By hour 2, your brain is running on empty. I learned this the hard way at a cousin's wedding. 4 hours straight. By the end, I couldn't really process anything, even people speaking directly to me. I felt knackered. Now I build in breaks nobody questions. 5 minutes outside resets everything. A bathroom break, the quieter corner of the room. These aren't weakness. They are the reason I went from dreading 4-hour events to actually wanting to stay. Are you making mistake 4 right now? Comment below. There's a free guide and monthly newsletter link in the description. But here's where most people still fail. The next 3 mistakes, they require something most CI users refuse to ask for. Mistake 5, trying to navigate groups solo. Group conversations are much harder than one-on-one. Multiple voices overlapping, quick topic switches, inside jokes you miss because you didn't hear the setup. CI users can try to solo this. My ally system, before any group event, I identify one trusted person and mention it directly. I might miss some stuff tonight. If I'm not following the conversation, can you give me a quick recap? They become my translator, natural, discrete recaps that give me the context I missed. Suddenly you are not drowning, you are actually in the conversation instead of chasing it. One person, changes everything. Mistake 6, ignoring assistive technology. For a good while I resisted because I thought using accessories meant my CI wasn't working properly. Then I tried a remote microphone at a wedding and suddenly I could hear without exhausting myself. Now I've used the original mini mic for years, and I also switch between the mini mic to the Roger Pen and the Roger Select depending on the situation. Struggle at dinners, a remote microphone clips to the shirt and streams their voice directly to your processor. Can't hear in meetings, most processors connect directly to your phone or laptop. But mistake 7, this is the one that ties everything together. Mistake 7, accepting your limits, changes everything. This took me the longest to figure out. I used to think that once I had my CI, I should be able to do everything a hearing person does. Keep up in fast conversations, hear clearly in noise. It should all just work. It doesn't, and that's okay. The moment I accepted it instead of pushing against it, everything changed. Instead, I started working with it. Using the tools I had, asking for what I needed, taking breaks when I needed them. That acceptance is what actually freed me, not the CI itself. The permission to have limits and then work around them. Last month I visited Ireland and caught up with 15 cousins at once. It wasn't perfect. The next day I slept in quite late and was tired, but the fact that I stayed the whole night actually caught up with all of them and had a good time. Quick thing, if this is hitting home, hit like and subscribe. Also, I just launched a gratitude journal specifically for documenting your CI journey. Links in the description. Helps you track the wins, process the frustrations, all of it. You are not weak, you are just making fixable mistakes that nobody teaches you. Which mistake hit you hardest? Drop the number in the comments. See you in the next video.